Hello.
Hey people, how's it going out there? We're back to talk some Frankenstein. Yes, Frankenstein.
There we go.
Just in case you guys didn't know, I could be making this up. I could be telling the truth based on true events, maybe.
Everybody had an Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
And he drank out of a Stein glass. Boom. He always had his Stein with him, so there's Frankenstein.
I was gonna say he
Boom.
moaned. There goes Uncle Frank again, passed out.
Oh shit! But what's good? How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good.
This
Very well,
lovely-
thank you.
It's not Friday. This
I
lovely
wish.
Thursday evening.
Fucking wish.
It's lovely Thursday night. Yeah, we got some fun stuff for Friday, but we'll get to that. Tonight we're here for Frankenstein, though. Yeah, this is a first time watch for me. I got to say that
Me too.
I had a good time with it, and I can't wait to discuss more and see what you guys thought of it and see your guys' ratings and all that good stuff. I guess we can kind of get to it. What's new with everybody? What's new with you, gamer?
Why are you picking on me, bro?
Ask you a simple question. I'm going down the line.
Are you in my business, man?
I'm good, hanging out. Getting excited. Spring is almost here. I've had a couple nice 70-degree weather days plus.
Rub
So
it in.
I can't.
You
complain.
always got spring. What the fuck are you
It's
talking
a little wet and rainy right now. It's a little cold. It's like 46 right now. I'm going soft, man. I'm going soft. I just said that's a little cold. I'd be outside in a shorts and t-shirts if I was still up in the Northeast.
But
James,
he said wet and soft.
He did.
Just like, just keywords stuck out.
What's new with you, James? How you doing?
Just chilling, watching movies, hanging out.
Oh shit!
Took a
How about
2-day
you?
trip to Syracuse, fun stuff.
Nice. How you doing, Trevor? What's new with you?
I'm doing pretty well. As James, I've watched a fair number of films. I've been working on a couple musical things recently. About ready to take hopefully a financial, even though it's a small one, a financial jump to kind of getting something going here. So hopefully in the near future, as I do say that a lot. But I am going to be there tomorrow night, so I'm very excited about that.
I'm excited. You're a narrator.
I'm gonna have a ball with this. So
that's awesome.
Besides that, that's about it. And this is a first time watch, and it was a one yet again. I have to thank you because I've been wanting to see this, and just every time I get to actually seeing it, something else pops up. So thank you.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all, good sir. And how about you, Mick?
I'm amazing. Hope you're all doing well.
Damn right.
Second time watch for me, and I have a lot of takeaways. I'm excited.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Like I've been telling you guys in the group chat, so I'm gonna tell everybody else because I'm fucking annoyed. Not annoyed, but mad I had to spend the money. I had to get some new fucking tires for my vehicle. I'm happy I got new tires. Rides better, feels better, all that great shit, but not happy I had to spend the money on it. I wish I had I wish my vehicle was as sophisticated as the Batmobile, not the bullshit Teslas. To where Batman can be, he can just like, drive, and the car will just drive.
Regenerative tires.
Because let's hear me out. If it could just drive on its own, right, and have all that armor, do everything that you ask it to, like, listen, what you're gonna do is you're gonna Uber until I get out of work. Money. Earn them fucking tires, earn that oil change. You know what I mean?
You'll put your vehicle in indentured enslavement.
Damn straight. Gotta fucking pay back the bill, man.
I have to pay for everything
before they do it to us.
Tires, all kinds of shit you got to buy for it.
Maximum overdrive shit.
Yeah, just go out there, drive, make some money. That money will be for whatever you need. You can go out and get yourself. You need some tires, go get some tires. You need some gas, need an oil change, all that shit. Need a car wash, go ahead.
That'd be wild. You send your car to a fucking tire place and it talks. It goes, I need four new tires.
Yep.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yo, Sturdy, could you imagine being at the track and you see dudes sitting like if they're talking to a driver in the car? All right, you better start winning. You got to win this. We need that purse money. You getting expensive. Your brakes are going to be needed real soon. And these tires, you losing. We need money for these tires. Like,
let's just go down the track. Just win, man. Just win.
I'll A to B. Like,
I'll talk all the shit you want, but you got to get down there. You got to win. But yeah, that's what's going on.
So did you ask us how we're doing so you can bitch about your tires?
Mm-hmm.
No. I genuinely care about how everybody's doing. I'll just let you know what's been going on new in my life. I got new tires. What's good, Grandize? I hope you're doing good, man.
Yeah,
but let's dive into ratings real quick. And James, as usual, did you kick it off for us, good sir?
As of right now, it might go up. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm giving it an 8.
Don't ever do that your tongue on here again, James, please.
Do it again, baby. Let me see it. There it is. Rattle it.
Mick.
Make that little man at the top of the boat know what's up. I think we can give this an 8.5.
Damn good Fellini film.
Oh shit, Trevor.
That's a 10.
How about you, Trevor?
8.5.
Gamer.
And this is the first time I could see it changing, but it's a Guillermo del Toro film. They make me happy in different levels. So it was 8.5, and I'm really interested about getting your insight later, since you've seen it twice and you follow Guillermo's work a lot. So yeah,
I would say he's a hammer auteur. Is what we have now with him, and I love it every minute of it.
He's also
there are
like
other
one of the
influences I
sweetest
saw in
human
this one that
beings in film.
I'm interested in talking to you about. See if you saw him too.
How about you, Gamer?
I'm right there with most of you guys, right around 8.5.
I'm honestly gonna give this a 9. This was probably, out of all the Frankenstein stuff I've seen between movies, shows, cartoons, this is probably my favorite one. I think they I had a good time with the story. I had a good time with the look of Frankenstein. It was completely different from what I'm used to and what I've ever seen before. I haven't seen everything, so I don't know if they've changed them up much, but you know what I mean, from the regular one that we've all know and love. And I just like he was more intelligent. He gained more intelligence as the movie went on and stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Which is key to the original source material.
But it was a good story, but it was also like really entertaining. And I do enjoy a period piece movie, but again, when it's like interesting and entertaining, something like this.
Yeah.
But
I even had cool kills. I liked when he grabbed the dude's jaw and ripped his jaw off. I was like, yo.
Oh yeah, the special effects in this movie are
off the wall. Yeah.
Awesome.
The makeup, every aspect of the look. It's funny because we're kind of talking about Sinners a lot lately, and I still think Sinners is a 5 out of 5 movie for me, or 10 here. We're talking about, with this movie, I truly, and I think it's chalked up to Guillermo being around for so long, and knowing what he wants. This might be the best looking movie of last year.
It was gorgeous. The set pieces were awesome.
I agree with you 100%, because as I watch the film, and it's very different than these, but I definitely feel like, Crimson Peak and Shape of Water were beginners for this, but there's such like intense like Hammer vibes in this film also. It's just the look, like virtually everything Guillermo del Toro touches is a phantasmagoria of awesomeness.
Agreed.
Yeah, this cinematography was phenomenal in this film. phenomenal. And it was another one of those movies that almost made you feel like you were almost like I guess you would say like a fly on the wall. As good as it looked, the sound, the look, the design, just like everything, the feels of this film made you feel like you were really there. And I got something to say. Really quick. I have a, I don't know if you would call it just, there's something about Mia Goth. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. I don't know what it is about her, but I'm digging her.
Is it the fact that she looks like Mary Shelley in this?
No, because
that was on purpose.
Are you talking about Elizabeth? Yeah.
In everything I've seen her in. There's just something about I'm a huge fan of Mia Goth. I think she's awesome.
Definitely kind of reminded me of Sadie Frost when she did Dracula, except a lot more stoic.
Yeah, so some influences, and I was doing some reading on this one. So what do you guys think? I know Milton's a big influence. Paradise Lost is huge in this movie. Even more so, I would say that's more the theme, or there's more adaptation and theme from that book than the actual Frankenstein. Frankenstein works with it, and I like, because this is very different from the book.
Yes.
For anybody who didn't read it, like it's adapted really well though. Like I love the addition of Harlander, Christoph Waltz character. Some of the turnabout on certain things I really like. They elaborated a little bit more on the his relationship with the blind man. There's just elements to this that really enhance the book, I think, and make a little more sense from 1818, right? So, and I think that's the beauty of a lot of these famous, timeless novels, especially like, Frankenstein. We've been able to adapt to a point where like we've made a lot make sense, and this one does it too, but it does it in such a beautifully steampunk way. So there is that influence of steampunk. I also noticed a lot of influence from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And the thing I really loved about the design, especially of the monster, and by the way, out of every movie about Frankenstein, it is wonderful that he is not a monster in this at all. Yeah, they do play him up as like this brutish monster, whereas he's strong. Yeah, he's got a bloodlust right now, justifiably in many, many ways. And everything he does, like, you have to look at it from the point of view of like a superhero kid. And they do that in such
reconstructed by a genius.
Yeah. So and the fact that they put this all together, like, this is for me adapting a screenplay. Or a book, not a screenplay, but adapting a book or something, primarily books I'll go with, but like a play or anything like that into a movie. When you do it exactly, which I know most fans are like annoying about, but it may, like, if you can take like a book like Frankenstein, which I think is phenomenal as a book, but it has its flaws due to dated time. And philosophies that don't exist anymore because they've been disproven and things like that. So if you can adapt and still make this such an interesting tale while still hitting the themes of the actual book, people really need to stop arguing this. Like, there are certain elements that make sense. There's it makes sense why Victor Frankenstein's not just rich, why he has a benefactor to do this, because nobody would throw money at this. And he was just just adding the element of his mom and his stepdad, and adding the elements of parenthood and generational trauma and things. Like, there's so much to this. I could tell how deeply personal this was to Guillermo del Toro in this. That's all I got.
I mean, what you just said appears thematically in a lot of del Toro's work. And I'd say if I had to pick, I think it was named Frankenstein Unbound, came out with De Niro years and years ago. And it kind of reminded me a little of this, as far as like, taking the source material, running with it, making it more interesting, but still being reverent of it. This particular adaptation of the book, I think, conveyed suffering and the suffering of life and the cycle of life, the best of any Frankenstein film I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to take away from the legendary films or anything, because I'm not. It's just it. I think Guillermo del Toro is one of those amazing directors that can create movies that touch everybody, no matter how old Guillermo is. And I think that's, I mean, if you read interviews, you watch him, he is like a child with his excitement. And I think that also leads to his immense perfectionism. I mean, this has been a dream project for Del Toro for decades, and there's been a lot of bitching about that too. And like, you know, he's Guillermo del Toro. You know, I don't think he has to justify presenting one of the best adaptations of Frankenstein easily. Maybe there are two other ones out there. No, it's amazing. So
I like how they told the story with Frankenstein and the monster. The viewpoints, yeah. That was cool.
Yeah. To break it up into tales really I think made it flow better. Especially like what you're saying, Trevor, when it comes to the movie, there's a lot of themes in it's so wild because it had to be written by a woman to have those themes in there beautifully. But the thing is, it takes the idea of the book, which very much deals with not really fatherhood as much as, you know, I would say more so women's themes are very big on the book. Oh. Get to it, Trevor. You gotta say it.
What is it?
No, he's just messing around. Saying it's alive. It's alive.
It's alive. It's James Whale. Ouch.
So like, you know, whereas the original had a lot of themes, you know, female themes, things like that. Like this one really did lean in, and I could see that from the director's perspective. Like I said, fatherhood was a big one. I feel like rather than the idea of it from Eve's perspective, which I sort of take the book, this is Adam's perspective. In terms of the monster, where I don't think that takes away from anything she was trying to say. I think the addition of who Elizabeth was in this movie, I mean, because she's very different too. But it adds a motherly instinct, you know, and honestly, the way he looked at her, I did not see a love for Elizabeth from the monster, so to speak. As much as I saw a very similar love and relationship like Victor had with his mother, you know, and I think that's where I took the jealousy of Victor to be. He wants to be looked at as God. He is Satan in Paradise Lost here. You know, and anybody, if you've read Paradise Lost, fantastic poem. Check it out. But he is the Satan. He's the fallen angel, is Victor in all of this. And he knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to be God because he's distanced from God since he lost his mother, which was his God. And I think adding that element of adding Elizabeth in, not as sort of a companion, yes, a companion, I'm not taking that element away, but not so much the companion, but the other face he saw outside of Victor, and the only other face besides the blind man, and then the captain and such, that showed him kindness.
Yeah,
an actual outlet, and like that motherly feeling, like, because that is a complete and different feeling he gets from Victor, and to see them come back together in the end and sort of make that amends, I felt was a really powerful move too, which you didn't have to do, but I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
And just to go back to what James was saying,
ties back to the old man and how important that old man is, because without the old man, there's no way that Frankenstein's son would be able to accept that.
Well, you know, another beautiful part about this is too, they never say the word Frankenstein.
No.
It's never said. He only calls himself Victor, and he only wants to be called Victor. and that, you know, so I do love that the movie's called Frankenstein. It's very clearly, you know, always been a thing, but Victor became the real key here. And I honestly, like, to your point too, Trevor, adding those elements in, like the old man, who David Bradley, I love David Bradley. He played the first Doctor a few times and such. So, and he's from Harry Potter. But playing the blind man and being his friend and being a family that he needed after he lost everything and couldn't remember who he was. The beauty of that is it's the knowledge he's given. And that knowledge is what propels him to make better decisions than even Victor himself. And that, to me, that he was that apple, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I love that they play that up. He reads the Bible. He reads the Paradise Lost. He you know, all these different things. He really gets into Milton. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So and that's a good hint to the tragedy of it all. And what we're going to say. Sorry.
Going back to what James was saying about how they both told their side of the story pretty much. That's something I wasn't expecting at all. And I really, really enjoyed that perspective. When you see Frankenstein finally get to Victor, and goes in there, and my first thought was, oh shit, he's about to fuck him up now. But he was like, pretty much, yo, listen, shut the fuck up. It's my turn to talk. Here's my side. Here's what happened to me after you did all of this. Here's what happened to me. And you're just like, holy shit. And you're seeing his story, and you're just like, yo, his story is so fucking sad. Like, he got treated like a monster, like an outcast, and all this other shit by the guy who created him, who, in this situation, I guess would be technically like his father, and just kind of throws him to the side, burns the castle down, and all this other shit, and had to change of heart at the very last. When you couldn't get any later with the change of heart he had. You're like, oh shit, the whole thing's on fire now. Let me go inside and try to save my kid.
Oh shit, I have a mortgage.
Yeah.
Boom. Another thing I really, really, really enjoyed, and I say this all the time when I see it in a movie when they do it, is when Frankenstein is chained up in the basement and he's playing with the one leaf and he puts it in the water and just watches it go out. And later, that's how he escapes.
Yeah.
That's how he gets out. And I was like, I love they did that. I love, what is that, foreshadowing? I love when they do that. Just because it seems like it's just so insignificant. It's like, okay, he's playing with a leaf. The leaf went down the drain and went out. And then later on,
that
again,
represents freedom.
Boom, and he's free. And shit, he just it's again, it's a tragedy, and it's a tragedy, but also a great story, like a beautiful story in the sense of like how he gains all this knowledge, ends up having a real friend, and on top of that, he showed how much of a monster he wasn't when the three guys came in. They thought that he did something to the old, which I understand. Their end of it. They see the old man dead there. They see his big ass there. And the little dude comes and attacks him, gets killed, gets his jaw ripped out, and then he just leaves. I mean, like, yes, they shoot at him, but he just leaves. He could have easily seeked revenge on them and tore them all up easily.
Oh, he forgave them already.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So they had tried killing him before. He takes shelter. First thing's like, oh, God. And then he starts seeing, almost like on a television screen, what life is like. And then he learns to forgive. And once he's learned to forgive, he's then shown that humans are not good yet again. And that's another theme in Frankenstein, that, you know, it's like, oh, humanity. He's lusting for humanity so much, but humanity continues to disappoint him at every turn.
See, I didn't so much get that from this one, as that is always such a central theme, you know, especially the villagers of the pitchfork. That's always a Frankenstein thing. With this one, I got more. One aspect of it is that I loved about this is that he learns just like a child does. Everything from how the water works with the leaves, and so that leads him to getting out. Right? You know, like he understood these things as he was learning as he was going, adapting to seeking refuge in the mill, and then learning how to speak and read and write and such through that. through the family and such, then it really does take you through like age by age how he learned so much. But so by the time he starts telling his story, it's already astounding, because you're still thinking, even what's his name, Victor himself is still thinking he's still the monster that I remember blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And like sees no humanity. And I think, to me, it really deals in the fear of it all. And I like the addition of the almost sort of superhuman strength. It was different. And the healing and such.
And the healing factor, yeah.
The healing it was interesting to me because it's something he didn't want.
Yeah.
But he kept
the tragedy
keeping
of
alive.
eternal life.
But that eternal life, because it's never really been a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a theme, but it's not a theme that the monster has eternal life. You know what I mean? So like for this to be added, and the idea of so much loss, he's always still a very peaceful character. He doesn't lose his character his way. He becomes entrenched in trying to get this doctor, but he doesn't want to hurt everybody there if he doesn't have to. So like even then there's no mindlessness to it on this front. So like, to kind of like just pushing back a little bit on that, is that when the monster really comes into all of this, he's more angelic. I mean, even in appearance, like I love the way the designs, like they really went more angelic, but they also gave you almost the heart of a child through the entire thing. And I don't think he ever made a decision where I'm like, I don't think, like, I get it. I get where he's at in his mind. Every decision that Victor made I was like, you're a piece of shit.
But it's kind of interesting how the perspective of Victor is very similar to the perspective of the monster. So Victor's father has basically thrown him to, his only worth is his father's reputation. He finds safety in his mother. It is the only safe person that he can be who he is with. That person is suddenly taken away. And once that person is taken away, his whole world, mentally, physically, everything changes and he spirals. So the Frankenstein monster or person or son awakens and discovers the first person he sees, the first name, Victor, which may as well be father or mother, hates him from the get-go. He's introduced to Elizabeth by mistake, even though it's a short time. It's enough of a empathizing on a human intellectual level that it's almost like when she protects him, it's like losing the mother again. And then he just goes, I just gotta kill him. So
I like that. And to sort of elaborate on something I liked about that aspect of it more, too, is the idea that with Victor and like his father, and how much that completely shapes who Victor is. The beautiful part about it is like he didn't know his dad for the most of the part until those last days, right? So like I took from it, he was always gone, and when he was gone, he was fine with it. I get to be with my mother. He says it in the movie and whatnot. But the reputation is the thing that was always beat into him, right? Like that's my most valuable thing. You're gonna be my reputation. And like, so his reputation is he's the greatest surgeon of all time. So when the mom dies, his reputation dies with Victor. And then it becomes like, and I love the way they play it off, especially the kid played it really well. I don't know the actor's name who played the young Victor, but the way he played it was really well, and almost say, I know what your reputation is now. You let my mom die. I'm going to become the one who gives the reputation. So when you get to this idea of he has this baby that he has to take care of, and like his reputation rides on this thing working, and that's been his obsession all the time. Like when like he can't even bring himself to be like his father in the sense that like I'll train him, I'll teach him. He just gets frustrated and is like, I can't deal with you. He gives up on the entire obsession because he's ready to try again when he did succeed.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants it. He wants to shine from it, and everything this monster overshadows him in every way, and I love it.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yep. That moment where he's up behind him and the camera's kind of 3/4. Victor's kind of putting on his shirt and buttoning or throwing on his jacket, and he tells him, "You're a thing I created." And he goes, "No, I'm me. You created me. I'm not a thing. I think, I feel." Like, that was awesome. That was so powerful with that part right there. And then if you want to take it to like a contemporary standpoint, that's kind of the thing that even like the originators of AI and godfathers of AI are saying, like, hey, we got to be mindful of we're creating something here that if it does end up being that we need to care for this thing as well, and it needs to care for us, we gotta be very careful how we're using it and what we're doing here. Great. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
And thank you, Grandizer. The kid's name is Christian Convery.
Oh, nice.
As young Victor.
Yeah, he did a good job. Great acting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially up against Charles Dance. You know, he did so good.
I'm glad they didn't go to the romance part. I like the motherly part. I thought Elizabeth at first. I was like, oh no, she's gonna want some monster D, you know.
No,
but no, it went to, like you said, Mick, on a mother figure. Like,
she saw him exactly the way we were supposed to see him. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. The beauty of it is she looks like Mary Shelley. She was designed that way to look like Mary Shelley. Why? Because we got an image of Mary Shelley looking at Frankenstein's monster and falling in love like a mother would. That's the imagery we got. This is like, that's the beauty. This is real auteur filmmaking, and that's what I love about Guillermo and guys and girls like him who go out there and make these movies. This is them. This isn't Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This is Guillermo's complete idea of Frankenstein. And, you know, to kind of give a yin and yang to it, which ironically Jacob Elordi's in this one too, you had Emerald Fennell, who just made Wuthering Heights, which is sort of a sadomasochistic, not really a love story. I don't know why it keeps getting pushed as one, but this is very much a love story, right? She adapted this. It's like a 14-year-old's wet dream. It's like, it really is. Like, every aspect of it's beautiful. It looks good, but the story is very much childish. And it doesn't work. It's not adapted.
Like a Baz Luhrmann film with tits and ass.
Well, no, there's no nudity in it whatsoever, and I applaud her on that.
A little bit through the see-through dress.
Baz Luhrmann with a lot of bikinis. I know.
Oh yeah, that's right. The white see-through dress later in the movie.
So like, I'm taking that movie and comparing the two because they just came out and have the same actor.
Both
you can adapt a movie, you can adapt a book or a work and change it, but this is the way to do it. Not a way where you are taking a story and fundamentally saying, I missed the point. The themes from the book are very much here, and it pays a good homage to the book and other things that has been adapted from it since. So I guess the reason I'm bringing both of them up is because this is, to me, this is a true vision at work here, especially when it comes to an adaptation. I love that aspect. Trevor, you just had a lot to say.
No.
Oh man, it's like how long did they say this movie was? 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like it. It went smooth. I didn't get bored at all at any part.
No,
it was constant. Enjoyed it a lot. I didn't think I was going to like this. I was like, oh, it's going to be a fucking love story Frankenstein. I want Frankenstein to be a monster, you know. I can keep with the same story. I just want him to kill people. I got both. I got it. He did kill people. Cool. Like I said, cool scenes like the jaw rip off. And I love that he did not no normal Hollywood explosion. Usually an explosion, they get blown back and they get up and go, oh, and they're coughing up smoke. This one, he fucking got blown back and his leg ripped off.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool. I was like, that's how it should be. That's how the realistic right there.
Those physics were real enough for you, huh?
Yeah, they were. I was like, there you go. Finally, someone got hurt after a fucking explosion.
It is so crazy to me that like his whole life was obsessed with defeating death. And the moment he does it, and it doesn't, it's not exactly the way he wants it, he seeks death. Like, he wants to murder from that point forward. And even when he does have that like sense of like, oh my God, I'm about to burn him down, and then gets blown up, he's still like, I'm glad he's dead. He moves on.
Oh, I wanted to take it back really quick to something you said, Mick, about the scenes with Elizabeth and the creature, as we'll call it, and that Del Toro and the costume designers and makeup department did a beautiful job making her like Mary Shelley. And to like hardcore horror geeks, you know, it is, it's that, it's like having the Virgin Mary of goth look at Jesus. It's that on like, it's just really cool. And it was just one of those things that, you know, stylistically, yeah, but also I think it's just, it was one of those things that was put in for reverence in itself too.
It really doesn't work because God is Jesus, though. So I'm just busting balls. I'm trying to give Sturdy some comedy on this on this horror podcast.
Oh man.
I also like the part where he wanted a companion.
I mean, out of desperation, he just lost like his whole way of life in a moment. Like, it makes sense
because he knows he can't die. He's gonna be alone forever.
Nope. And he humbly asks. That's the thing. He was chasing him like he wanted to rip his head off. Victor! He gets like in the book,
hey, can you make me a girlfriend?
In the book, he begs.
Did anybody catch the universal reference after she is shot? When the creature picks her up and is walking with her, her gown or whatever is wrapped around her hand, very much like the female or the bride of Frankenstein's as she comes alive. Little thing, but that's the kind of little thing that I can expect from a Guillermo del Toro film.
Another one too is when the little girl leaves for the spirit of the forests, the daisies.
Bingo. Yep.
Yeah, because that's what he and the little girl were picking that day.
He just did throw
this one in the water.
But it's one of those things where, like, again,
you just reusing them.
You take that scene, which was very horror filled and scary for its day in 31.
Oh yeah,
or 31, 32. And then it was, but then you take it and you update it and you add a nod to it. You have the little girl, you have the daisies, you have the monster, but it's still beauty. There's a moment of beauty there. Like you never feel like he is a monster.
Yeah,
he's never played for a monster, and that, I truly think, like, when you watch Shape of Water, which is arguably his Gilman adventure, his Preacher of the Black Lagoon. And you take this, like, give me more from Guillermo when it comes to the Universal monsters, because I want to see these love stories of these monsters. Like, these are really cool. Take Crimson Peak, sort of the same. It's not really based on any one thing, but I think it fits in there really well.
Gothic literature and Hammer, and it's Crimson Peak is a beautiful, beautiful film. And probably one of the most overtly Gothic films ever made.
What do they call it? Crimson Peak?
Crimson Peak. Yeah. It's awesome.
Hiddleston.
Okay.
Yeah, it also has kind of a similar feel to this film. So I if you like this adaptation of Frankenstein, you really can't go wrong with going back to, you know, I mean, even like Kronos and Devil's Backbone and Pan's Labyrinth. Guillermo del Toro films are, they're fantastic. Cinema fantastic.
See, I never really got or understood Pan's Labyrinth. I tried watching it 3 times.
You don't have to. It's just visually stunning. Like a lot of Guillermo del Toro's work, you can just sit back and watch it, and it's beautiful. And then you listen to it and watch it, and it's like, oh wow.
I mean, it is a really good story about anti-fascism in Spain.
It's one of my favorite films.
But I mean, I give it another try. Maybe you weren't in the right mind frame at that point. See what you think about the story after.
Because I want to say, when was that? 2012?
2007 or 8?
Yeah, so I think I saw it somewhere around 2010 to 12, somewhere in that range.
I'd give it another try.
Yeah, I'll try.
It's aged very well.
Yeah, I liked it.
Same. I liked going back to this movie. I liked how the old man was teaching Frankenstein when he was teaching a little girl. He was like, "What is this? A," and then flip it back. What is this again? What is this? A, and he's looking through a little hole with his eye. Like he learned a lot in that little ass room or whatever.
They don't really say how long he was there for, right?
About a year.
About a year, because he comes like
the seasons change. You have to watch those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he grows hair. He had seasons.
Oh yeah, he grows hair. Oh, fuck. Okay.
No, I don't know
because
yet again,
the family leaves.
Total.
The family leaves for the winter.
Yeah,
and the old man wants to stay back. And there's, I remember them saying he's a stubborn old man. Then a couple, a little bit later, or a little movie goes on a little bit, maybe a couple more minutes, and it turns, winter. You see the snow and all that shit. But yeah.
Well, I don't know if Guillermo meant this or not. I'm asking all of you, but I thought it was really interesting that, and he does. He spends about a year in hiding, and he spends about 2 seasons with the old man or so. But he learns about being human by all intent and purposes, how a lot of us have through a television. It's like he's watching the way life should be, and he's also learning. But there's a wall there, almost like he's watching on a television. But then once everybody leaves and he meets the old man. And the wonderful thing is that he's not just learning, they're entertaining him. They're making him feel human to the point that he wants to go out and fix things and make their life easier. It's just, it's just little things like that I just, Guillermo del Toro is such a perfectionist for his ideal, but also a great collaborator, that I think, it's not too far to pick meaning and have it be too far away from the nest.
Well, even that, like the to the point of like the childhood, like that's like what a 4-year-old would do. Like they hear like, oh, my parents need help, like, and they'll appreciate me more if I help, and I'm part of it. So I do like that. Again, they really, and the beauty of that, because when you're watching the time change through like his hair, like you said, or the seasons and whatnot, is he's going through these stages swiftly, which is another funny point, because 2 seasons isn't a long time to learn how to read Paradise Lost.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, granted, we're at a point in time where like there's so much oversaturation of books.
Excuse me.
That, and I'm not talking about media literacy or anything, but like we could read Paradise Lost now, and I do urge most people to read these books, but for the fact that it's like, I'm trying to find the right words for it, but like for the fact that it's not back then, like that was a huge deal to have all those books. There was no other source of entertainment, but it still took a long ass time to learn how to read, and he does it real fast. So to that point, Victor gave him no time. Had you taken maybe like, it wasn't that hard for it was just patience. But had you taken maybe a few months, you could have had your super minds.
I do think the monster was holding back, because Victor was like, just say one other word. Just say one fucking word.
He did.
He did after he left, though. Like, he waited till he left. And he's like,
no, he didn't. He said it before he left, and then he left anyway.
Oh, yeah, he did leave anyway. Yeah, that's right. He was walking out when he said
Victor, but that's the point. Like, I was talking to my wife about it yesterday. I was like, Victor's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
There's no redeeming quality about Victor until the very last moment when he's like, I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he admits that he was mad and shit or whatever.
Which I almost want to ask Guillermo del Toro, just be like, how was your relationship with your dad? Because that felt like something. That felt like you were waiting for an apology from somebody.
Yeah, his dad wasn't shit though, and then his younger brother is his dad's favorite kid and all this other shit after the fact. He's just like,
but that's his actual kid, and I'm not taking away. I'm me as a stepfather, and Sturdy, we've talked about this stepdad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the right way, but for the most part, that is a reality. You know, I don't think that's the way it should be. But so I felt like that worked almost like it, and it almost like mirrored each other because he didn't want to connect with something that he really didn't create. He did, but not the way his mother created him. It's not the same. And I think that's why he was so jealous of Elizabeth as well. Like he couldn't have that affection he is missing since his mom left. He wanted it from her, and she was giving him the exact affection his mother gave him to the monster. And like, I don't know. Again, like there's so much, like this is somebody who really got the material and conveyed it well.
Yeah. This is another one of those movies, like I said, for a few that we've done this year so far on both shows. It wouldn't work with bad acting. Or even like subpar acting, halfway decent acting, average. Like this movie had some really, really good acting to really pull this movie off. And kudos to everybody that was a part of this film, because this was one of those where it's just like, listen, if you're a fan of Frankenstein, go check this out. It's worth the 2.5 hours. It didn't, and like when every time, and I can't help myself, every time I see a movie is like 2 hours plus, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yep, same here. I go, fuck.
But this did not feel like it was a 2.5 hour movie, and I like how it kind of broke it up. Well, you had the prelude, and then chapters 1 through 4, maybe something like that. I forgot how many chapters there was, but I like how they kind of did that. The prelude was when he was the kid for a little bit, and then it gets into all the other stuff. I'm like, I like how they broke it up. And just go watch this film if you can, people.
If you like
the 9.
If you liked or disliked Moon Knight from Marvel on Disney Plus, but you liked the actor, but you just didn't like the show's writing or the way the story went, he's in it and he's the main. He's Victor, and then shit, what was the other one? Oh, the dude from Inglourious Bastards, the bad Nazi guy there. If you like him, I always forget his name, but everything he's in, he always plays a good baddie. And
Trevor, say nothing. Say nothing here. Does anybody remember where Victor's dad is from? And do not say Game of Thrones, even though he is Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
No, I know something you did watch with him in it. He was the bad guy with one eye in Last Action Hero.
Oh, wow. Wow. I remember
among many other baddies in cinema.
Yeah, but I remember when they watched that movie, so that's why I went with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got to give them what they watch. I can't just give them everything.
I wasn't going to remember that one. Watched that months and months and months.
I watched it 30 years ago, and I still remember.
In a theater.
You got a good memory, man.
Almost,
not for everything.
Yeah.
Am I married?
I can't remember. Do I have kids?
Listen, calm down, you.
Wow. I hope your wife didn't hear that. He made a joke about his wife. Am I married? Like, she don't exist, but you say he exists. He's like, calm down there. Watch out for the kids.
Yeah, I looked up like
lots of people want to kill me today.
I didn't do it.
Oh man,
I love
it. Is that his name? Christopher Watts or Walls?
Christopher Walls, yeah. Christoph Waltz. Yeah.
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph. Wasn't he the baddie in one of the Bond movies too?
Yes, he was.
Yep.
He was Blofeld and
right?
Yeah, he showed back up in No Time to Die too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a good baddie.
It's also Dr. King Schultz and Django Unchained.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Anybody have anything else they had to say about the movie?
Nope. Well, we watch it.
I could go on.
Yes, Django Unchained. Yes, forgot about that.
Well. Before we get to that, James, we got our weekly rentals. So who are we kicking off with? Trevor, I guess we're going to be kicking it off with you, good sir.
Cool.
That's the first one you saw.
No, it's the way I had to see how I had him set up. I had to see whose was whose. So let me pull Trevor's up, and bam.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Damn.
So this week, I was kind of in the mood for something light and something very comfort. and that would be a subgenre of fantasy, science fiction, and kaiju, specifically for kids, usually called tokusatsu films. The first I watched was up there, The Golden Ninja from 1966, a wonderful black and white film by Toei Studios, which is like, Toho, Dai, Toei, directed by Himeji Sato, who was a journeyman director, but starring the always sexy Sonny Chiba as Dr. Yamatome. And the Golden Ninja is a mummy that actually is not a mummy, but a golden ninja that for some reason, when you put water on his Mesoamerican style tomb, he suddenly comes to life and hits people with a stick with a ball on it. And he communicates with people and this little girl with a bat. And the villain, it's just mind-bogglingly bad in all the right ways. So that's 1966 Golden Ninja with Sonny Chiba. Now we're going to go to one that is a real winner, and I actually really mean that. It's a 1966 film called The Magic Serpent, sometimes called Serpent Showdown. Same genre. This film involves, royal family disputes. So you have a royal family and a subordinate who has special ninja powers, overthrows the royal family to take over the whole area, and they have to, they don't just kill them, but they have to kill their kid, the kid, because he'll be part of the line. Well, he's magically saved as a giant dragon tries to eat him off a boat by a very large winged creature that is actually some really, really old guy who has a thing about scrolls and ninjas. And then eventually, after he's trained this young man, he gives him a scroll in which he becomes a toad that is a kaiju toad and can battle the dragon. And there's actually a lot of intrigue in this film. But if you're a fan of kids' films and a fan of actually really well done kaiju, I highly recommend the Magic Serpent.
Wait, is that the second one you're talking about?
Yeah, it's actually the Spanish poster for that.
Yeah,
which
because it
is
says
funny.
The Apocalypse
The
of the
Monsters
Monster.
of the Apocalypse. Yeah, that was a Spanish poster. The next one is the earliest of these films from 1961, Invasion of the Neptune Men, in which Sonny Chiba plays a scientist. Yep, sexy Sonny. And also this superhero that really doesn't do jack shit called Iron Sharp. And the Neptune Men are it's so beautifully bad, but unlike the latter Gamera films that are just bad, these have a charm and actually have a lot of really good people working on them. So when I say these are fluff, I mean these are fluff. And if you like Godzilla and you like yokai monsters, check these out. And then the week was ended by a French-Italian co-production called Illustrious Corpses by the legendary Francesco Rossi, who did Salvatore Giuliano and The Amazing Hands Over the City with Rod Steiger. Stars legend of French cinema. He's played cops and bad guys, Lino Ventura.
Oh.
If you could make a giallo about political intrigue among judges and what is actually at the core of judges being murdered, and almost has a feel of like films like A Citizen Under Suspicion. This is a hidden gem of mystery and political intrigue, yet again called Illustrious Corpses from 1976.
Nice.
So, that's what I watched this week.
So which one is the late fee?
Anything with Sonny Chiba you need to watch all day.
Well, I love Sonny Chiba so much, but I would have to say, if I had to hold on to it to the point that the video store stopped calling me, it would have to be 76's Illustrious Corpses, because it's a genuinely amazing, well-made film.
Okay.
Nice.
Gamer?
Yo. All right. So
very different.
I tried to be I tried to be a bit fun with this one. So I started off with Family Plan. It's kind of Nobody meets I guess like Family Vacation. It's like you got a guy who's got a very set of special skills, and he uses them to protect his family, but his family doesn't realize they're in danger, and he is the reason they're in danger. So they go on a vacation, and Mark Wahlberg plays Mark Wahlberg as Mark Wahlberg. So if you like Mark Wahlberg, hey, go park the car in the garage and then go watch the flick. And then with the second one, we got The Oath. It's a bit family oriented. It was a holiday movie. I missed around like the.
This is not a family film.
No, it's not a family film. I said it's a bit family oriented. So if I can continue, sir.
Okay.
A family has a gathering for Thanksgiving, but there's a lot of political turmoil going on in the world, and there's division between people and something, and like a day that's almost kind of like the Purge and what's going on with like ICE type situation. And shit goes haywire in the house. And the family is all pulled together and united through all the haywire shit while doing haywire shit to federal agents. So if you think that sounds fucking crazy, it probably isn't.
I believe we reviewed that too at some point.
We did. Over
Thanksgiving.
You guys hated me for doing that.
Yeah.
And then what was Playdate? Yeah, this one's interesting. I watched it because it has the dude from Reacher, who I think is going to be a Batman, right?
No, he's built.
I think he might be the next Batman or something like that.
There has been talk about from fans that he should be up for
right.
it. I love that guy. Reacher's great.
Yeah. And then since I had watched Kevin James in Here Comes the Boom, I was like, okay, let's see what this is about, because I saw the trailer, and within 3 seconds, I saw a vehicle sliding sideways, which was a minivan with kids filled in it, and one person wasn't having that much fun, and the other person seemed completely in his element. So off of that little bit of the trailer, I said, yep, go and watch this. And it was a good time. I had fun with it. The banter back and forth is kind of interesting and funny. The whole situation occurs with Kevin James' character doesn't realize he's sucked into like some spy type shit. Mm-hmm. And the other guy basically is using the cover of being like a father or a stepfather to a child. And then from then, you're going to have to go watch the movie, because I don't want to give away too much, and I don't want you to be ruined by anything. But
I know that shit goes off the rails in a weird way.
From that point on, it's pretty much like, wait,
I loved it.
Oh, okay.
For what it was, I loved it.
I enjoyed it. So for Family Plan, I give that one a 7. Not really worth the late fees, but if you happen to forget and you happen to have it, watch it again. For the second one, I'll give that one an 8. It was a bit more comical, had a good time. I watched it late night, and it kept me up, so good to go. And then what's number 3? Oh no, I said Playdate. That was 3. So Oath was 8.5 for me. Playdate was an 8. Had fun with that. Rental Family, very interesting. I love Brendan Fraser. He doesn't get enough love, and he got shunned and blacklisted. And I'm glad he's making a comeback. I gotta watch.
Don't talk about blacklists.
Huh?
Don't talk about blacklists. Trust me. I'm saving your soul right now.
He was on the absent and void of color list.
There you go.
No, I wasn't. Didn't mean it from that. It wasn't the word black. That was the problem. So currently, I'm against blacklists, and people want to kill me.
So there's hope for you. If there was hope for Brendan Fraser, he's making a comeback. There's retribution for you. You'll be fine.
There you go.
It's a great movie. He plays an actor who's basically contracted by a young lady to play her husband, soon to be husband, because she has a secret in which she doesn't want her family to know. And he starts developing this. He's torn because of his values and the lie that he has to portray, but he's doing a job. But then he's also getting all involved with the atmosphere and culture of Japan and stuff like that. So he's learning and growing himself through this process. And then he's also realizing things like, even though he doesn't feel the greatest about it, he can see by the end of it how his actions made so much other of an impact to somebody else's life that made their life better. That sometimes things aren't always just about us type deal is what I got from it by the end of it. So if you kind of like movies like that, it's not very high impact or actiony or anything like that. It is a very dialogue driven movie, great comedy, some values in it. And again, it's Brendan Fraser. So if you liked any of the movies, George of the Jungle or anything else he did, just go watch it because the man's back. He's doing his thing. This is like the third movie in the past like 3 years that I'm like, yes, thank you, Brendan.
If I can add to that, you should watch this movie. It's a fantastic film. That was a 9 out of, like, for me, I do out of 5. So it was a 4 out of 5 film for me. But so in here, I would say 9 out of 5, maybe.
Yep. I was going to say
Great
9
movie.
as well.
Great movie, dude. Yep. That was a good pick.
Any of them worth the late fees for you, gamer?
Oh, yeah. The Rental Family, for sure. If you're in the mood for some type of political type shit, The Oath.
Interesting. And then Nick,
I'm up. All right. Well, I wasn't expecting this. Okay. These were the movies. very eclectic bunch. Curse of the Swamp Creature, Gone with the Wind, How to Make a Killing, and Eyes Wide Shut. Did them a little bit reverse. If I can, I'll go over them, but I want to give my ratings while I have them up. Curse of the Swamp Creature, 5 out of 5. No, it's like it maybe deserves a 1, but I'm going to give it a 3 just because I love the absurdity of it. Gone with the Wind, 10 out of 10, masterpiece film. Watching it again, just realizing every people get that wrong. It's like one of the most misunderstood movies of all time. Eyes Wide Shut, rewatched it for the second time in my life since 1999. Brilliant film. Kubrick's great. It's I'd put that at probably maybe an 8. And How to Make a Killing, had a lot of fun with it. Probably a 6.5, maybe a 7. These are all really great movies. How to Make Killing's out in theaters now. It's from A24. You can go check that one out. Glenn Powell does a good job. Margaret Qualley is in it. I'll get to Creature in a second. Curse of Swamp Creature in a second. But Eyes Wide Shut, we talked about on our podcast this week, the Kubrick connection, a lot of different things he had in his movies, the themes that in society, what he was calling out. This is definitely one of them that's coming back into the forefront now. We talked about our favorite Kubrick films. And then we had Gone with the Wind. One thing I want to say is I hear a lot of people argue about how bad and racist that movie was. Yes. And I don't understand why people do not get the fact that the two people who are the stars of that movie are the villains. But the beauty of it, we see their origin story. We see why they are the villains. Why they are racist, why they are misogynist, why they are all of these different things. They're like, like, I don't understand how people, it could be because of that stupid sequel she wrote years later, which we've argued about on our shows before, that turned it into a romance when this is never meant to be a romance story. This is a story of desperation, obsession, not true love in any way, shape, or form, all superficial love. And they are bad guys. They are actively making choices to be bad towards the people in their lives and each other. So when you realize that, and it's funny because I posted it with The Shining and said these movies have way more in common than most movies that they get compared to. And that was it. It was because we are following our protagonists, which are true antagonists throughout the entire thing. And that's what makes these stories so interesting, is because we see their perspective perfectly. And I love that feeling of it. But then to go to my last one, which is one of the most absurd movies I've ever seen, was a TV movie from 1966 called Curse of the Swamp Creature. And we'll get into why. We are doing a charity script read, so we'll get to that part. But this is a movie came into my life years ago. Me and my buddy Casey, who did the scene stuff together, watched it one night late. We were just, I don't even know how we found it. I don't know how we found this movie. And there was a line in it, and I'm not going to say the line on here. You got to wait for the read tomorrow. There's a line in it that just kind of like sticks with you because it's so awkward, weird, and absurd. And that we just started quoting that line to each other every once in a while. We would just do that line, and every so often it became our thing. And then Sturdy last year and I really deep dived into this one for a potential project. And honestly, like when we had this chance to do the charity script read and read a script, this felt right. So I really hope you guys can at least join in. Watch the movies on YouTube for free. The script didn't exist. I had to rewrite the script.
It's on Prime too.
A lot of it was improvised.
He must have just put it on Prime because I was looking for it.
Nice.
Larry Buchanan's films are crazy. And also, if you did like the one that we're doing the script read for, he also did a film called It's Alive, which is about a sea creature, and also one called Creature of Destruction, which is also about basically a sea creature.
He had about him.
He loves water.
I'm gonna watch Eyes Wide Shut again.
Yeah, Tom Cruise sucks.
I'm sorry. What did he say?
Something about a creature.
Oh no, I was saying this isn't so much about a sea creature. This one, it's a swamp creature that really is from the bathtub to a swimming pool in Florida. So.
Well, the other films are basically they're not necessarily sea creatures. They're creatures that come out of parts of Louisiana and Texas that are supposed to look like Florida. So,
are any of those worth the late fees for you, Mick?
Well, Gone with the Wind's 100%. It's a masterpiece. Eyes Wide Shut, worth the late fees. I'd probably steal Curse of the Swamp Creature and not give it back.
It's in the dollar bin. He steals it instead of paying the dollar.
I'd ask can I have this, please?
I'd buy it in a box set of Larry's complete work. I mean,
right? I could probably remake the movie in a couple of days, put it on its VHS tape, and then stick it in a box, and nobody would notice.
Yeah.
But How to Make a Killing was fun, but yeah, I would. Yeah. That's not worth the wait.
I'm gonna check that out at Eyes Wide Shut since it came up again so close. I remember seeing that movie and like not getting everything, but feeling a certain way about just the fact that I was watching the movie. And then by the end of it, and that movie always stuck with me, and it was always in the back of my mind. So I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it now that I'm super perceptive to like all these different little things and nuances and fucking imagery and shit like that. So,
and if you want to see lots and lots of titties,
sex parties,
lots of what?
Titties.
Oh, well, yeah.
All over that fucking.
Yeah,
Revisionist reviewing did.
I got my own.
When it came out, it was not. Kubrick fans were not happy.
Oh shit!
And it's aged like a lot of Kubrick films very, very well.
I don't know.
I'd like to rewatch it. It's been about 2 decades, but
I don't know if this is true, Trevor. If you know, but I have heard that Kubrick, who always had Final Cut, turned in his Final Cut. They watched it, like Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, him, and a few others. Saw his cut. It's been re-edited, and he died 6 days later after that, and they re-edited it and put it out.
Oh shit!
Was that is it like the story with Cruising? Although that's kind of real too. That they removed a good portion of what went on in the mansion.
There's a
I
couple.
don't know. That's the question. I don't know what they would have taken out or how they would have changed it. But there are parts when you do watch this movie, rewatching it recently, I'm like, there's things that feel like unfinished.
And that's not a Kubrick thing in his film.
Yep.
Yeah, Kubrick.
Yeah. I had heard that it was excess sexual things. I had heard that it was the studio, but then I also heard that it was the Scientology Church really did not like that he did this film. Put a lot of stress on Tom Cruise. I was this the one that he boycotted for a while, doing press for?
Well, he took like 3 years to make this.
Yeah,
for the most part.
It was
So
a
I don't.
long
He might
time.
have. I don't.
But no, I think that's what I've heard. I mean, it's kind of the same story that you have with like the missing 40 minutes of William Friedkin's Cruising, which is basically all the bar stuff and more hardcore, what's removed from the film, to also be like, William, you can't release a 3-hour film. We're going to remove this. But yet again, nobody has come up with. I mean, okay, so James Franco supposedly recreated that 40 minutes, but nobody spit up new extra footage from Eyes Wide Shut, and vice versa.
And nobody's ever said anything about it either.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh, Aaron, I did watch movies. I watched that the movie for tomorrow, the Swamp Creature thing, and I watched The Shining miniseries. I forgot. Because I was gone for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. I was like, I didn't watch nothing this week while I was watching a movie saying that to you.
This guy, man.
Can I ask you something? Now that you've seen Curse of the Swamp Creature,
Dude,
are you excited?
Dude, yeah, actually. I'm still confused. What woman am I? Am I the one
Brenda.
who get trapped? The husband? I'm the wife of the doctor?
No.
Oh, okay, the other one. Okay.
He's the wife.
Chris?
Me?
Who's
You're
playing
Brenda.
John Agar?
I'm
Oh,
Brenda. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah. It's going to be fun time.
And Barry Rogers, baby.
I don't know. I think this is one of those moments where I should take a moment and let Cat Williams flow through me. I ain't wearing no dress.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I'm not going to either. I'm not going to do it because I'm pissed off. I have a blonde wig. These whole fucking females in this movie have black hair.
I don't give a fuck. You don't have to look just like
Yeah,
me.
I do. I got to do the vision in my mind.
Dude,
He's a
if you don't
method
dress
actor.
up
He
to play
becomes
Pat,
the
You do
person.
not dress up to play Pat, Chris. I'm taking that role and I'm going to dress up.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do that. I'll give it to you.
Easy.
No,
Becoming a wife beater. Got it.
Great. Now I got to find you somebody else.
Nick, are you dressing up?
Something's wrong. It is the drums.
Oh,
there they
yeah.
go with them damn drums again. I think I'm going to make Chris Ricky. Which, by the way, you'd better read it as Ricky. Because in that movie, when you watch it, the first time they mention him, they call him Ricky. And then they call him Richie for the rest of the time.
It's not a
I was
typo.
like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
And like, I would have never realized it. I've seen this movie like 3 times. I would have never realized it had I not been writing it down. And I wrote down Ricky and then added that as his name. And then like maybe 5 minutes later, Richie. And I'm like, they didn't fuck up his name and say Richie. And then it was just Richie throughout there. And I was like, I'm keeping it as Ricky.
That's fucking funny. It's true, they did.
I know we're not done with those things. I had to gush a little bit.
But yeah, that movie's something, Mick.
It is. It definitely is.
Best looking on-screen monster.
How long is it?
Only like an hour and 20
That
minutes.
thing was straight up fuck. Oh my god.
It's an hour and 20 minutes, dude. I
It's
thought
not
you would have
blood
hated it
free,
more than Blood
but
Lake.
It's
So it's
fun.
gonna be like 2 hours.
Oh.
Okay.
Dude, they have a boat scene where they travel down the river for like the shit. There's not one line of dialogue.
Nope.
From the 10-minute 52-second mark until like the 15-minute 32-second mark.
Okay.
I made sure to pay attention because I'm like, this is longer than the
Okay.
boat ride.
That's not the why I like Blood Lake. Blood Lake was just boring to me. They didn't do nothing, and it was so dark.
Yeah, that's true. There was so much shit going on in this.
Yeah, I'm like, the fuck is going on? This one actually something's
sense or not.
happening. I can follow the story. Like,
The witch
okay.
doctor comes out of nowhere. You know who he is. Like the character's been there, but like he's just dressed as a witch doctor now.
Yeah. That movie is. I don't even know what the fuck. It's wild.
It is wild.
It's funny shit. So what we got next week, Aaron?
Well, first I gotta do my damn weekly.
Oh,
review.
yeah. I thought you went first. I thought you went first for some reason.
Nah, I always go last.
Oh. I bet.
So, I watched The Cleansing Hour,
Great movie.
Lovely, Dark, and Deep, and Curse of the Swamp Creature.
I gotta check out Lovely, Dark, and Deep.
As well as those
That
two.
That sounds like a name of a porn.
It does.
Well, it wasn't a porn.
That was actually my college nickname.
Or something underneath the title of a like poster that Pam Grier starred in the 70s.
It's funny because Curse of the Swamp Creature is my porn name.
You were in Florida.
He was the swamp man, the swamp ass man. Damn, that's fucked up, man.
Monster from the gonorrhea.
Oh man, monster from the gonorrhea. But Curse of the Swamp Creature, like you heard what these guys said. It's a wild, ridiculous movie, but it is fun. It's funny. Is it worth the late fees? No. Is it worth the 3-time watch? It is. But you watch that on 1 or 2 days. Lovely, Dark, and Deep. It's starring Georgia Campbell, but it dropped the ball with it. I really didn't really care for that movie. It's about she's a ranger in the movie. Some other rangers go missing, and she tries to find them, and then it felt very incomplete. The story felt very incomplete, in my opinion. If you want to check it out, definitely go check it out. But it just wasn't really. It wasn't worth it's definitely not worth the late fees. And then The Cleansing Hour. This one, I won't say it's worth the late fees. It was definitely the best out of the 3. It was a good time. It was a fun time, and it had an interesting take. Like it was an exorcism type of movie, but they were doing it via live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have 2 friends that grew up through Catholic school. One of them was good at it. One of them was not. As you see through the flashbacks and all that, if you do watch the film, I don't want to give it away too much, but the most interesting take for me was how they're doing the live stream with the exorcism, and then you find out some shit. I don't even want to give that part away. You just find out some shit about it, and you're like, "Oh shit, shit!" But
Aaron, real quick, sorry to cut you off. This is the movie I mentioned when we reviewed Late Night with the Devil. I had the same vibes a little bit because it was live.
Okay. Yeah, but there was a few twists in this one where like, oh shit. One, yeah. But then when it turns on them, and it's just like, oh, this got fucking serious now. You're like, oh shit, and you see why the what would you call it, being or whatever is getting stronger. You see why it's getting stronger at certain points in the film, and you're just like, wow, it was a really interesting movie. It's a real interesting take. I think it is worth a watch, but again, none of these for me this week, unfortunately, they're not worth the late fees. They're not worth keeping. They're worth watching at least once. I said Curse of the Swamp Creature. That's just so ridiculous. You want to watch it a couple times.
I don't know about that. I think
this is my third watch today as well. I think it was my third watch
with it.
As well.
Please tell me that you said that because you follow the Scene Snobs. Please tell me. Oh no, he's coming after you. I was like, if this bled over to us having...
No way.
Oh no, he's going after you. All right, never mind.
Ronell, if you knew me and you've known me for years, and if you've paid attention to this amazing horror podcast, the best one you ever heard in your damn life, you would know how I feel about the Scream movies. I don't like them at all, so I'm not going to waste my money. I'm not going to waste my hard-earned money on going to the theater to watch something I don't like.
What is wrong with you? You're about to get death threats, dude.
I'll watch it when it comes out, or whatever the case may be. But other than that, fuck that movie, fuck that franchise.
Don't talk about the Scream franchise. They don't like that.
I'll still watch it, but not pay for it. But exactly. I'm not a fan of the Scream movies. Now the newer ones are a little bit better than the originals to me.
Because they're more violent. Don't string me up. I'll be there with bells on.
I won't be. I'll be at home. Mm-hmm. I'll be at home. But now let's see what we're gonna be slicing and dicing next Thursday at 8:00.
Which one was the one with the internet seance or whatever?
Oh, Cleansing Hour. I would keep that if I would. It's not worth the rental. I'm saying if someone gave it to me, I'd be like, oh, cool. I like that one.
It's worth the rental, not worth the late fee. But the Cleansing Hour, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's definitely worth the watch if you've never seen it before.
We are exactly 30 seconds away from this episode being as long as Curse of the Swamp Creature.
Nice.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I thought we, I always
Or is
wanted
it
to
gonna
see
be
that.
weapons?
It might be weapons.
Oh, weapons.
That'd be fun.
It's weapons.
Oh, nice.
Weapons.
Nice.
Weapons.
Another good one, guys.
Damn, I was hoping you get the other one so I can be here for this one.
We are watching Weapons next Thursday, so
Very nice.
if you're in the comments and you don't want it to be spoiled, watch Weapons before next Thursday. And if you don't mind that, well, show up next Thursday for the live. If not, come after and watch the show or listen to it later
put
on.
us on mute, make some comments like you're hearing your own story, and hit the like
while you're watching the movie.
Yeah.
Or that.
If you don't want the spoilers, just hit mute and just watch us anyway.
Imagine that shit. People start making content off of doing that Mystery Science Theater type shit off of other people's content, just sitting there in the shadow making commentary off of
people do that. People do that.
Yeah.
People do that all the time.
I guess we're not special enough. Nobody's done that to mine. I just
we
want
don't-
one
we're not-
person to be sitting there watching and be like, this monumentally fat fuck.
Monumentally.
Look at his face.
Oh,
he looks like he should be the henchman in a retarded revival of Guys and Dolls. By the way, I've co-opted the word retarded. It now means MAGA.
It means what?
You mean Magaloid?
I like Magaloid better now. Why did I hear
Magaloid.
Oh,
that is fantastic. I think there's a new one. But the thing is, like, if you call a white person retarded, they lose their fucking minds.
not me. I go. How did you know?
But if you call MAGA that, they'll go crazy. Let's do it.
But people,
No, now I'm saying
Say what's
Magaloid.
already implied. I mean,
No, Magaloid is the way to go now.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
we do have something very awesome. No, I don't like Scream at all, Grandizer. Not even the first one.
Magtarded.
Very fun.
Even the third one, that's the one you went to? That's the jumping point?
No, I said the first.
Fucking
That's
magtards.
You said the third one. I was going to be like,
No.
that's like everyone's least favorite.
The first one.
Mag-tarded.
All of them are my least favorite.
I like it, but whatever. Carrie Fisher.
But I'm gonna let Mick take it away for this because this is what we're gonna be doing tomorrow at 7:00 Eastern time over on the Scene Snobs. Boom.
All right, guys, just remember as we do this charity script read, I am a fan of Scream and everything Scream. And I don't hate Scream whatsoever. That's all Sturdy. Go after him. Tomorrow night, we are going to be reading this amazing movie we talked about quite a bit, Curse of the Swamp Creature. It's our absurdity script read. So that means we're going to be throwing things at people. And better be ready. I'm going to highlight some words throughout the script, and as they are said, we are going to have to spin the wheel for more and more absurd shit we're going to have to do. Who knows? Maybe Chris will be talking like Rosie Perez all night long. Who knows? Maybe we'll have accents. Maybe it's going to get wild. Maybe some of us have to take our shirts off. It's the way it's going to be.
Shit.
You better start wearing another shirt underneath. I'll tell you that much right now. Come prepared. You say the wrong word, you might have to strip. This is an OnlyFans exclusive.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding, of course. Getting a little absurd, ready for the absurdity. Our friend Chris, who has MS and has been suffering a long time, has gone through a really hard bout lately. He was in the hospital for an extended period, and now he's home. He can't work, and the bills are piling up, and they're a lot, as we all know. So we want to try and help him as best we can. So make sure to check out the links. You can donate now anytime, but join in for the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Yes. It's gonna be a great time. As
Fucking shirt off already.
this guy.
That's
tomorrow's show. That's not tonight's show.
I get excited.
But I always have a good time with these charity events that we do that we're a part of. Whether it be the script reads, which honestly, I feel like, especially with these absurd ones, probably the most fun that. Because it just gets ridiculous. Besides Dan jumping off a ladder or falling off a ladder, actually, to be more accurate. Jump, fall, slip.
That show's funny.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mick.
Yeah.
Can we do a charity script read for you? We can actually read script 1 or Scream 1, 2, or 3, and it can be to help fund your services.
Donate to the McManhattan Memorial Services now. We're gonna read Scream 7.
Oh man! Oh man!
I love that. I love that. I didn't even talk shit about Scream 7. I talked shit about Paramount and like who owns them now. And also I talked shit about not Scream 7, but like the decisions that were made on Scream 7 before it came out.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting on here about this. This is my show, but it makes me laugh that everybody latched on to, you don't want us to see Scream 7. Nobody, like one person mentions the genocide I talked about.
That's the fun part.
Because that's what it is. The minute somebody says anything about anything, the initial thought is cancel? What do you mean?
I just said I urge
or
people
I
to
don't
do
want to
same.
think that deep.
Yeah. Take 2 seconds to go, oh, those are the words that he used, and that's what he means.
I want them to say like something bad about my mom, and I'm going to spoil the fucking movie. I'm going to comment who the killer is in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, because I'm taking that Facebook down. Like my plan was on Saturday or Sunday after the charity read to delete my Facebook because it does nothing for me and it's a cesspool. So I'll be happy to get off of it for my mental health.
This guy.
Like, dude, seriously, I'm actually kind of excited. I wanted to get there. Now I won't right now because like I'm gonna let this go on and play out as long as they're not gonna win this. I will keep fueling this fire as long as they are.
His Jersey stubbornness is just.
I joined up with them. I'm calling for my own death.
I know, but I'm just saying.
So we're gonna do a charity stream.
He's doing the 8 Mile shit. Eminem talk shit about himself.
That's a lot of wood.
You can't change somebody who's like fucking dead inside.
Oh gosh.
That's where James gets it from. You're dead.
Yep.
My favorite part is when somebody's like, "You should die." She's like, "I almost did last year. I don't know why they don't want me."
Let's fuck them up and go. We already
They don't want me. They sent me back.
God, I just found out I have a fucking 43-year-old son. I definitely want to die now.
Yeah.
Can't pay for all that shit.
Is there statute of limitations on child support?
Christmases.
Yeah, he owes me. Oh, I just got adopted. So if they make you go back to years, make up time for some fucking weird reason, yeah, he owes me a lot of
taken you in
money.
as a foster. So
I think it's until what, 21?
21?
21 or 26 if you're in school, something like that.
The
You're not in
child
school.
tax credit. You might.
I'll
be
go
able
to
get some
school.
Food stamps.
I'll
And
give me more money.
fucking-
Yeah, but you're way older than 21.
Not my brain.
Not mentally.
Mentally, I'm 15.
Not mentally.
Holy shit.
This is now 8 minutes past the time.
And if you were here for this whole episode, you could be there for that whole movie. That's all I'm saying. You guys should check. I would say this too. If you're going to show up for the charity read tomorrow, I'm not saying you have to, not this part, but check out that movie just so you kind of get a better understanding of the script and what we're going to be talking, reading off.
Because at night, it's going to sound like we're saying nonsense. You're like, the fuck are they talking? What?
It's going to be a fun time, though. I can't wait. I know these guys can't wait. And I'll just give you guys another reminder. The charity script read tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. February 27th, Curse of the Swamp Creature. And big shout out to the homie Chris Harris. Fuck MS.
Yeah. And a moment of silence for our dear friend Mick Manhattan. He has passed.
Mm-hmm. I miss you already, Dad.
Dude, there was a point where I posted the picture of Ghostface and I go, they sell these at every 5 and dime in the state. Let's all get one and go kill them.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But big shout out to sturdy slashers out there. They will not be hunting down Mick Manhattan. They know better. We don't do that. But we're gonna get on out of here, people. Make sure you check out Fade Theory. Make sure you check out Ambassador Media. Make sure you check out Worst Damn Gamer. Make sure you check out Mick Manhattan. Make sure you check out Popcorn and Pints, which we are actually reviewing. Yes, we're still in The Shining, but the miniseries this time. And then, of course, come back here every Thursday for Horror Research 30. And with that said, I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace. Flush the toilet.